offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Yellow. Yellow, 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 yellow.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Yellow. Easy.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
What? They'll run with Pacheco. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
57, Hey, 57.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
They put Pickens in motion. On 2nd down, Pacheco. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. He'll drop to throw. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
That is caught left side by Waddle. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air once more on second down. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. Run with Achane. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. One more time, it's Achane. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Achane. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Achane. Good blocking, and he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Dolphins are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Yellow. 15.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll drop to throw. He'll check that down to Pacheco. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
1st down throw, Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Dolphins are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Achane. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one...